Hey out there. Wanted to offer a warning at the top of this episode. This game, as we saw last episode, has a dog that sometimes was abused. This particular episode has that same dog at one point hurt and on screen. You help it, but you're hearing the dog noises, you're seeing a dog in pain. So if that's going to be too much for you, I've marked the timestamp in the chapters and I'll put a warning on screen before we go to it. But just so you're aware going in, if that's something that might be not good for you, you're warned. See you in the video. Hello out there, and welcome back to the Maid of Sker. I'm Eric with Perspective Gaming, and when last we left off, we had just been exploring the spooky house, the spooky hotel full of sound tracking people who'd been controlled by music. So we're going to keep exploring and finding out more as we go. Much darker all of a sudden than it once were. Pretty light though. Be music, quiet time. We gotta sneak on by to the other side. So I believe they said they can't see, they can only hear. So as long as I'm not too loud. Do you have asthma or something? That amount of smoke shouldn't be messing with you. I'm gonna keep doing that. Mysterious note. I hear whispers of the Williams family and their evil deeds they have committed. Not usually how you'd phrase that. There's too much circumstance to suggest they are not honest men. The leader of these criminals, Jebediah Williams, the head of the Williams family, they are more than humble fishermen with deep pockets. It is unusual and suspicious. I am sure they are the cause of the missing ships around Sker Island in recent years. The poor lost souls of each vessel collateral for lining their pockets. Hidden on their land, I'm going to find the truth. The rumors must have some morsel of truth to them. The Williams family are smugglers, wreckers, and murderers. I will expose them, and the good people will know the truth. And I definitely won't get killed while I'm here before I can do that. Ooh, bear trap. So since nothing seems to be going on really right now, I wanted to share that to the people who are a little more inside baseball on the channel. Some of you may have noticed, and those of you who don't know me very well or just hadn't noticed, you'll get a little bit of insight here as well. I was working on an Outer Wilds playthrough for the next set of uploads instead of Maid of Sker, but I had a lot of recording troubles with Outer Wilds, and I figured them out, so I will be able to do it, but it just was, I recorded like 2 full episodes trying to figure out what was caused, recorded one, it was corrupted, recorded a second one trying to figure out what was corrupted, it was also corrupted. We figured it out, but it's hard to go back emotionally yet, so I'll get to it soon, but I needed to play something other than that for the time being, which is why we're here first. So hopefully you don't mind a little bit of extra horror game. But we'll get something cooler soon. Cooler as in like a more chill environment. This is actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying this so far. I can't walk over that grave apparently. I can't walk over any grave apparently. Which is polite, I suppose, but kind of weird mechanically to lock me off to not being able to move over certain things. Anything over here? I'm gonna keep doing that. Q to heal. Okay, I don't have to use it from the menu. That's good to know. I don't think I'm hurt. Not badly in any case, so. Guess we'll be doing that later, maybe? Walk around. Walk around. What was over here? Don't die of smoke inhalation, I guess. Oh! I'm so used to horror game bushes being impossible to walk through. I wasn't expecting that to work. That's pretty. A little like hidden reference, Wales Interactive. Okay, cool. Found a secret achievement. That's always fun. And now you got another achievement for dying. That's fun. By dying, I mean coughing a bunch. Is it up here? No, that I can't go through. Can't go on any of this. Fun, weird cross. Don't know if that's historical or made up for this. Prudence Williams. Murderer. Not that Prudence was a murderer. I mean, maybe, but that was, not sure why he decided to walk this way. Hello. Hi. Seems weird that you heard me from over there, but didn't hear me when you were 2 inches from my face. You dumbass. Oh, that's why they wouldn't let me walk over the graves, because there aren't graves. And then the guy comes tumbling in after me because he can't see that I fell in a hole. Ah! Ah! Don't pull that out! Well, now you're gonna bleed to death. Good job, dummy. Don't pull out things that are stabbed into you unless you have bandages and such to cover it up. Just taking something out of you might unleash a floodgate of blood. Dearest brothers and sisters, this high council of the Quiet Ones invites you to revere in the power of the song of our source. Together we will attain to control. Be assured, this is not at all a Welsh accent, forget about it. Be assured to bring your offerings of flesh and bone, to sacrifice the weakness within, to join us in the ritual of rebirth. Remember your garments of the Quiet Ones to shield from the weak leeches of the sacrifice. Our beloved silent disciple Prudence has volunteered for the position of priestess. This is a high honor for us all. Her position will be anointed at our next gathering of the brothers and sisters. Yours quietly, Jebediah Williams. I should have been whispering, I guess. That read a little too much like the letter your teacher gives you in elementary school of what you need to bring to class that your parents need to buy, like, go bring some crayons and some paper, more than it seemed like anything else. Or did it seem like a cult letter?
That's all well and good you saying that, but I don't see why I shall need your assistance.
I like it less than you. I have other jobs need attending, but your father insisted. Make sure she practices. She must be ready. His very words.
Be ready for what?
This here contraption is spinning, So go on with you. Start your
He
singing.
said be ready for what?
Well, how should I fucking know my brother's mind? Fucking hell, lass. Are you bloody well gonna sing or what?
He's very bad
Fine.
at keeping secrets. I'm not sure. I'm curious if there's something intentional to the recordings always giving out mid-song. If that's just a game thing where it's just, yeah, it's an easy place to end the recording, or if that's like that's supposed to be a part of the story, is that like her singing burns out recording devices. Bye. Nothing metaphorical or symbolic about a singing fire that was inside of a cage. I don't think any story details could possibly be gathered from that. It's certainly not the case that like that's metaphorical of someone who is singing in the story being trapped and held captive. No, it just doesn't make any sense. 3rd February 1874. The storm of the century battered the island last night. The men, they say they have spotted a vessel off the coast. I know this is probably closer to Irish or Scottish than it is to Welsh. I don't know what Welsh sounds like. And it just doing a voice, so it's never going to sound Welsh. That's just not a thing it's going to be. They say they have spotted a vessel off the coast, and my father has ordered us to extinguish the flames of the beacon. Word from the men informs me that the ship ran aground at the stone coast east of Sker Point. Myself in awe at the size of the vessel engraved on a plaque was the port side of the ship read its name, HMS Providence. My men, under oath by my father, transferred the remains of the ship onto the cavern beneath Sker Point. We salvaged what we could from the ship, anything of value, most importantly, the contents of the cargo hold. Something was discovered inside the wreck, buried in cargo. Something I've never seen before. It's alive and in such tragic state. My father thinks it's fortunate that it's weak for it tries to sing. It's fortunate that it's weak for it tries to sing. Not sure I follow that. Unloading the cargo, some of the men have begun to act strange in the presence of this creature. Its singing seems to have an effect on them, even when it's weakened condition. I find this fascinating and need to take notes. Father's becoming concerned. The more I learn about this mindless creature, it seems that the song it sings lures its prey so it can devour and survive. My father is beginning to see the potential in this beast and what can accomplish with its power if we somehow harness it. My father has begun to use this creature upon Sker Point, chained to the beacon to aid in luring vessels here. With this, we can increase our potential earnings from the wrecks. I may have an idea of harnessing its power further with the help of my beloved Prudence. I will take some time to present this to my father and get his blessing. Interesting. Okay. So they looted a ship, found some kind of Welsh version of a siren in there. And creepy music tells me some things here. Don't know how to make it in through there, so we'll just do this first. Creepy music eludes me for now. And maybe ever. I don't know why I'd be coming back this way, but I couldn't find a way to move those boards. I saw you over there. So obviously the question is, how did we... What did our writer do with his wife involving the music. Which isn't quite what I was assuming what the story would be based on the beginning of that paper. I was starting to think it was that someone mated with the thing, but it sounds more likely that someone... like they just copied the song or something. What is wrong with your lungs, man? I don't know. Did they have inhalers in the 1800s? Probably not, but he sure seems to have asthma. I thought that the sound there would distract them more than it did. Oh, it did. Ow. Ow. Don't punch me lightly. Ow. 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 No, ow. The light beatings of the Welsh have destroyed me. Okay, now we know that you go all the way back to a thing, so that's good to know. Run and run and run and run. Get back to there. Hello. Yeah, it's the ladder that was from the graveyard that I also couldn't open. Maybe I get back up to the graveyard and can come down later. Okay, we do this. And now we know. Now we know that that music does attract them and not to stand in the way like a dummy. Because that doesn't look like he's going to leave. That one you can kind of walk around. This one you can't. Why do I have this down again? Weird habit from using this as my actual communication headset. I'm not gonna run. That would attract them. I'm just gonna assume we have enough time. Okay, I'm sure we need to turn the other switch and then go through the door. Where was the other switch? Was it around here? Yes. Oh, it's locked? Why is the switch locked? Okay. It was what I thought. I just don't know why it is that way. Easy. So I don't usually have people respond much, aside from a couple people on this channel. But I am curious if anyone's willing to share. If you play horror games, or if you even watch horror games, what do you guys think of stealth mechanics in horror? I tend to find them a little more of a nuisance than the scares they provide, but I'm also not super scared of anything. When it, like, anything media. I'm not usually scared in movies, games, or books. So I'm just kind of curious what other people think of it. Jebediah's ritual notes. The blessing, douse the follower and cleanse impurities. The prayer, expose them to its thrall. The exorcism, shield their senses from the song. The rebirth, arise new devotee to the silence. Okay. Douse them to clearing their impurities. Expose them to its thrall. Shield their senses from the song. Okay. I didn't mean... I wanted to look at that picture more, not... Okay. We do a baptism. Why couldn't I think of the word baptism? We do a baptism with water. We introduce them to the music or whatever, the siren, but then we blind and deafen them to the song, making them a devotee of the silence. Interesting. So the song might have some curative effect. Yep, that's good. Nothing can go wrong here. Yeah, interesting. All right, I'll need to think about that in a second. Yeah, I'd just be interested to hear what people think about stealth mechanics in horror games, because they tend to bug me more than scare me, but I kind of get it, and I'm just curious what people think. Now, give me a moment to figure this out. So this causes that side. They cause the opposite side to start spinning. Okay, you just had to do it quickly. Fancy. The fireway seems like the way we should go, which means that we should go the way we shouldn't go so that we explore what shouldn't be there. 'Cause that's how we find more creepy dolls. Alright, back on down the trail. I don't see how anything could go wrong with a light like fire blazing through the woods and the song starts picking up. I'm sure everything will end well for us, and nothing will end painfully. Okay, baptism. And music from the, so the torture music chair.
I'll give you anything. You can have it all.
Oh, it's not water. Might as well get moving. Hi, doggo. Hope nothing bad happens to you. There are difficulty options? Huh. Alright, that's a pretty stark transition back to civilization. Anybody here to murder me? No. Good. Glad I doubled back. A lot of insects in this room.
I need to tell someone. Get all of this out. Get this down somewhere. My father does not know that I'm making this recording, but I need to confide in... well, in you, Mother. He has been pushing me more and more in my lessons to sing as you once did. But there is something else. There's a mania to his actions of late. He seems consumed with his latest scheme to revive the hotel, but it is more than that too. Both he and Abraham have been so agitated of late, and they argue more than before. I overheard them in heated discourse over a guest who had disappeared, I assume without paying. My father was furious that there was nothing that could be salvaged from it. And Mother, you have never heard such language. I know our finances are dwindling, and his heart is set on restoring the glory days of Sker Hotel, but he sets so much on my shoulders. I'm not sure if I can do it, Mother. I'm not sure if I can be you.
Interesting. So yeah, he started a weird silence cult based off of finding a siren. Hello. What are you? Oh, don't show me that. Damn you, classical art. Why are you so horny, classical art? Oh, I'm sorry, bud. You got a headache? I can relate. I get those sometimes. Good on you to keep patrolling the garden through your headache, but, you know, take time for you, too. It's good to do your job even when it's hurting, but, you know, it's also good to take a break and do some self-care now and again. Here. Where is creepy music? Over there. Have to try and find it somewhere. I rhymed where with where. I'm improvising. If you expect better than rhyming where with where, you're being very overestimating of my intelligence, music. Oh, I rhymed there with where. It wasn't that bad. It was still bad, but it wasn't that bad. Oh. Huh. Man, sure wish I could jump. That would have saved me a lot of going through there. You know, believe it or not, I don't find ringing telephones and cute little doggos scary. That is mine. We for sure want to go the way that the dingling was from, but let's do this first. Elizabeth, are you still there? It's me, the boring protagonist.
Thomas! Yes, I'm fine. But I feared the worst had happened.
It has.
You were gone so long. I dreaded that you'd been taken too.
An obscene ritual. I keep seeing a dog.
Oh. must be Calliope.
Calliope.
My late mother's dog.
Oh.
I'd so hoped she was safe. I had good reason to suspect that my uncle had disposed of her.
Yeah, we heard it. Also, I guess, I keep saying this dog, and also they tortured a man in a horrible, obscene ritual.
My God. Dear Lord, have mercy. What are they trying to do?
What are they doing?
That poor, wretched soul. You must be on your guard, Thomas. You can't let them catch you.
Not more than once, in any case.
It is so good to hear your voice again.
Bye, I guess. All right, let's see what's in this little courtyard over here. Start looking for a save point. Sker point. This game is very scurry. Neat. Kind of Diablo-y. I think bear traps do more use on the ground than dangling in the air. Maybe they're trying to catch birds. Don't you be hurt, Calliope. I just learned your name. If they kill you, that legally qualifies as torture. Calliope. Calliope, no, you... Oh. Come on. I know. You're scared. I know. It's okay. It's alright. It's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be for the better. Good doggo. What? Okay, good. He's walking on that dog awful fine. I'm so sorry, Calliope. What? No, don't. All right, more trigger warnings. Music torture chamber. That's one of my cylinders. But I can't open this door? Okay, so each of the cylinders is in a different torture chamber. So we had one of these, we took it out of... Come on. Oh, north. East. West. Okay. Good thing I noticed that when I was looking in earlier. East again. East, west, east. North. So they have different cylinders in different torture chambers. I'm still not sure that collecting these is a good idea. This still feels like I'm being tricked into doing something stupid. The hero cylinder. Apparently Welsh mythology has a bunch of Greek mythology in it, which makes sense. Greek mythology is all over Roman mythology, which is all over all of Europe because of the wide influence of Roman culture being a conquering empire and all. In no ways similar to the United States of America, which also definitely isn't, serving as a kind of a conquering force through culture instead of through active warfare and puppet governments. Bye, loser. All right, that is 2 of our 4 cylinders down, but I'm betting we're not halfway through the game. With only being an hour in, I bet there's a whole lot of exploring that mansion left to do, that hotel. We got a map. And that map says something's over here. It's the orb from the other hotel game. Torture chair. Okay, you can stun them with the device. Phonic modulator cartridge. Sure looks like a fuse to me, but sure, it's a phonic manipulator. Oh, it uses ammo. Okay, that's good to know. Which means this thing is the phonic manipulator, and that's just a power source for it. It's the sound manipulator. It's got me hooked on phonics. Whoa. Why does the music get paused when you hit the menu buttons? Alright, I think that's going to be a good place for us to save. Let's listen to this recording, and then we will dip out and see you guys next time. Always a good sign. Interesting, there's a bunch of fuses there. Yes, I'm going to call them fuses, not cartridges. Why would you record this? Anyways, on that very happy note, thanks for joining me on this. Like I said, Outer Wilds will be coming out before too long. I've gotten a little busy with my new job, and also just it wasn't working, but we've got it there now, so once I'm feeling kind of emotionally ready to go back into that again, we'll get started on it. But thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a good day, and see you next time. Bye!